Ladies and gentlemen,
A deeply complex welcoming address there by Prince Ghazi, cousin to King Abdullah, chargé for religious and spiritual affairs, to Pope Benedict XVI. Now we prepare to hear the Holy Father's address to the gathered congregation, once again introduced by Father David of the Melkite Church in Jordan, who is the leader of the Interfaith Commission for Jordan.
Your Royal Highness, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is a source of great joy for me to meet with you this morning in this magnificent setting. I wish to thank Prince Ghazi bin Muhammad bin Talal for his kind words, Your Royal Highness's numerous initiatives to promote interreligious and intercultural dialogue and exchanges are appreciated by the people of the Hashemite Kingdom, and they are widely respected by the international community. I know that this effort receives the active support of other members of the royal family, as well as the nation's government, and find ample resonance in the many initiatives of collaboration among Jordanians. For all this, I wish to express my own heartfelt admiration. Places of worship, like the splendid Al-Hussein bin Talal Mosque, named after the revered late king, stand out like jewels across the earth's surface. From the ancient to the modern, the magnificent to the humble, they all point to divine, to the transcendent one, to the Almighty. And through the centuries, these sanctuaries have drawn men and women into the sacred space to pause, to pray, to acknowledge the presence of the Almighty, and to recognize that we are all His creatures. For this reason, we cannot fail to be concerned that today, with increasing insistency, some maintain that religion fails in its claim to be by nature a builder of unity and harmony, an expression of communion between persons with God. Indeed, some assert that religion is necessarily a cause of division in our world, and so they argue that the less attention given to religion in the public sphere, the better. Certainly, the contradiction of tensions and divisions between the followers of different religious traditions sadly cannot be denied. However, is it not also the case that often it is the ideological manipulation of religion, sometimes for political ends, that is the real catalyst for tension and division, and at times even violence in society? In the face of this situation, where the opponents of religion seek not simply to silence its voice, but to replace it with their own, the need for believers to be true to their principles and beliefs is felt all the more keenly. Muslims and Christians, precisely because of the burden of our common history, so often marked by misunderstanding, must today strive to be known and recognized as worshippers of God, faithful to prayer, eager to uphold and live by the Almighty decrees, merciful and compassionate, consistent in bearing witness to all that is true and good, and ever mindful of the common origin and dignity of all human persons who remain at the apex of God's creative design for the world and for history. The resolve of Jordanian educators and religious and civic leaders to ensure that the public face of religion reflects its true nature is praiseworthy. The example of individuals and communities, together with the provision of courses and programs, manifests the constructive contribution of religion to the educational, cultural, social, and other charitable sectors of your civic society. Some of this spirit I have been able to sample at first hand. Yesterday, I experienced the renowned educational and rehabilitation work of the Our Lady of Peace Center, where Christians and Muslims are transforming the lives of entire families by assisting them to ensure that their disabled children take up their rightful place in society. Earlier this morning, I blessed the foundation stone of Madaba University where young Muslim and Christian adults will side by side receive the benefits of tertiary education, enabling them to contribute justly to the social and economic development of their nation. Of great merit, too, are the numerous initiatives of interreligious dialogue supported by the royal family and the diplomatic community, and sometimes undertaken in conjunction with the Pontifical Council for Interreligious Dialogue. This includes the ongoing work of the Royal Institutes for Interfaith Studies and for Islamic Theology, the Amman Message of 2004, the Amman Interfaith Message of 2005, and the more recent Common Word letter, which echoed a theme consonant with my first encyclical, the unbreakable bond between love of God and love of neighbor, and the fundamental contradiction of resorting to violence or exclusion in the name of God. Such initiatives clearly lead to greater reciprocal knowledge, and they foster growing respect both for what we hold in common and for what we understand differently. Thus, they should prompt Christians and Muslims to probe even more deeply the essential relationship between God and His world, so that together we may strive to ensure that society resonates in harmony with the divine order.